Welcome back to CBS News Election Headquarters. It's 9:30 p.m. in the East, 6:30 in the West. And in the race to 270, Donald Trump has 162, Kamala Harris 62. We're going to check in with the battleground states. Here's a look at the blue wall states. CBS News projects them all as toss-ups at this hour. And then let's go to the Sun Belt. Also toss-ups at this hour. Nevada, there's no tally there because Nevada does not close until 10 p.m. Eastern, so we'll check in there as well. CBS News projects Donald Trump will win Louisiana. Voters in the Bayou State have chosen a Republican for president since 2000. CBS News projects Rhode Island for Harris, and CBS News projects New York for Harris, which will add significantly to her electoral vote tally. I want to go to Major Garrett now, who has new information from the CBS News data desk. Hi there, Major, and I'm glad you have up the state of Virginia because something interesting is happening there.
Something interesting is happening in Virginia. We rate it currently as lean Harris. You can see 59% of the vote in. But what is interesting and cannot be described in any way, shape, or form as encouraging to the Harris campaign is how much farther behind she is running than, let me show you right now, Joe Biden did in Virginia in 2020. You see that, 54%, she's at 48.5%. I will show you where the outstanding vote is left to be gotten in Virginia. That's why we rate this as lean Democrat, but that's not as encouraging as you might think, and here's why. I'm going to show you 3 counties in northern Virginia. Loudoun County, highest median income in all of the United States. That's where Kamala Harris is right now, 56.7. Look at Joe Biden, running almost 4 points behind Joe Biden in Loudoun County. Same thing in Fairfax County. Let me go to Fairfax County. Oops, not Fairfax City, there, Fairfax County. Again, running behind Fairfax County and Prince William County. All of those Washington, D.C. suburbs, Kamala Harris is not performing as well. One of the emphasis of the Harris campaign to all of us leading into this election was how well they were going to do in suburban areas around large major metro areas. At least in Northern Virginia, that is not manifesting itself. As I said before, and this is key, we still rate this as lean Harris. I will show you what I showed you what the outstanding vote is, show you what she needs and what we project. A narrow victory in Virginia, not nearly as large as Joe Biden achieved in 2020. That's a story in of itself.
So, and just a reminder that Donald Trump was in Virginia last week, and I am hearing from one source close to the Trump campaign that Trump is actually performing better, 2 to 4 points in these rural counties in Virginia and North Carolina. And essentially, he's turning out his vote there, which blunts any advantage that Democrats have in the cities.
And when you're not running up the totals or matching what Joe Biden did in the suburbs, that becomes more of a problem. It will not, according to our estimate, be a decisive problem in Virginia, but it could be part of the story as it plays out in North Carolina, and we'll have to see in Georgia as well.
All right, Major Garrett, thank you. Robert Costa.
I have some new reporting to build upon the data just outlined there by Major Garrett. In Virginia, there has been a real emphasis by former President Donald Trump to build a coalition there. Chris LaCivita, who's one of the people running the Trump campaign, a retired Marine veteran, actually lives in Richmond, Virginia. And they have put an emphasis on trying to recreate Governor Glenn Youngkin's 2021 effort, where he was able to really make inroads into the suburbs of Washington, D.C., in Northern Virginia and convince them on the business front that Trump, the Republicans, are standing with those kind of voters. So they're feeling good about Virginia. Down in Mar-a-Lago right now, my top sources say they're feeling very good about North Carolina and Georgia. That makes the emphasis on Pennsylvania so much more key for Democrats. Everyone's watching Governor Josh Shapiro there. He was a runner-up for the vice presidential slot. He has the machine for the Democrats in Pennsylvania. I just spoke with Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia, the independent. I said, what's the mood among Democrats? I know you're not part of the Democratic Party anymore. He said, quote, "We will survive whoever wins."
That's very Joe Manchin.
Yeah. that is peak Joe Manchin.
Yes. That is very
It's
Joe,
like, say again, Bob? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, he has lots of friends that he invites to his houseboat in Washington, D.C. Excellent reporting. Thank you so much, Robert Costa.